Hello everyone, this is Shrike. Been more game dev for the horror fishing game jam. And we have a lot to do still. And not a lot of time. Well, technically we have a week, but we still have a lot to do. So I primarily want to do 3 things, maybe. The last time we implemented we created character art, and obviously I've already done this conversation, so there's not much I can do there, but we're gonna do that. We made audio transition naturally between them. Also, oh yeah, when I go to the menu, it transitions back to the menu music. So now instead of just cutting directly between them harshly, you actually get a nice transition. Same for this. I can get some fish to bite. Oh, there we go. There we go, and then it transitions back. So, with that, what I need to do now is I need to keep track of a whole bunch of stats of the fish. I also need to generate them more intelligently than what we're currently doing. And that way I can tie them into quests for the NPCs to give us. That is the goal. So I was going to do like a whole bunch of stuff like this, but why don't I just give them like, 'cause I want to be able to keep track of what fish you have caught and all their stats in an easy way. So I was thinking of, say like fish caught, and then it'll be like a list of dictionaries, hopefully. Hold on. And I can just have each dictionary have all the stats of the fish in it. And I don't necessarily need to have these all be individual. I guess some of them can be, but also I want to change the generation of the fish so that it's based on where they spawn, so the depth of their spawn, and maybe even like some fish only spawn on the left, some only spawn in the middle, some spawn on the right, something like that of the lake. So then once I have that, then I can tie in dialogues with quests of saying, I want redfish. And you got to go find redfish for them. Or I want this type of fish, which will lead into our fish bestiary, which we still have to implement to show all the different types of fish that you have caught and possibly can catch. I also would like to explore the possibility of less fish-like fish to catch, but one thing at a time. So first things first is I need to okay, we're going to say each fish is going to have some stats. It'll be a nice dictionary. Okay. It's going to provide a certain amount of food. It's going to have a certain amount of stamina. It's going to have max stamina. Actually, I should do this in each species class, I think. So that way I could do it per species, maybe. So like I've got a whole bunch of them here, right? So if we start with like the eye fish, they're all extending from species. I could put them all in here. And then I could always pull out exactly what I need and put them into a dictionary myself when I save it. But I guess that probably does make more sense somewhat. Also, there's some fish that we have to fix so that they are less breaky. Which I'm going to do one thing quickly first, and that is when drawing a fish, I think it's in segment. If it it's still not valid, then we're going to say draw points will be equal to the last valid draw points. Sorry, if it is empty. We're going to say last draw points will equal to this. Okay, and then we say this needs to be an array of node 2Ds. Wait, I need to be like, oh, it's vector 2 actually. Okay. All right, because it's just points. And there we go. Okay. That should fix some of those. And then now we're going to go to, actually, I'll just check to make sure we didn't break anything immediately. Okay. It's still being drawn. Well, basically now, if they ever get some invalid polygon shape, it will eventually have a valid shape again. It's usually just temporary for like 1 or 2 frames or something. It'll show like they're not moving in that time frame. I got 2 whisker fish. Neat. Okay. Anyways, you know what? I am gonna put it each on each. I'm gonna put it on here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna say var stats for this will be equal. I could put them in here technically and then pull them out based on, that's probably a better idea. Put it up here. Var beast dictionary. It's a dictionary. Bestiary, sorry. Then we have our different fish. So I'm gonna do like this will just be the defaults in case nothing else exists, I guess. And then I can copy paste it for every one of them. So each one needs stamina. We'll say min stamina, max stamina. They need speed. So all of these should be floats. Stop. Agility. What other stats what are they actually using? Number of bones. Min number of bones. Max number of bones. I might be able to make these more generic, so I don't actually need to have a class for every single different type of fish, but I'm using different rules for each one for placing their stuff, so maybe not. But I can make a lot of it generic, probably. I need min bone distance and max bone distance. I'll just put arbitrary numbers in for now. We need the radius as well. And then we need size of it. Need min size modifier. Max size modifier. We can make some fish always be very small, and others be quite big. Or we can also have it change based on, well, okay, let's do this. Spawn minimum, spawn Y, And max spawn Y. Some more negative is farther down, so by default, this, I guess. I guess I could do the same thing for X as well. Except I think we only really go between 80 and 80. Or something like that. We need information on how much food you get back for eating it. We need cat coins worth is what it's. That's how much you get for turning it in. So whether you eat it or you give it to the cat or give it to the dog, which are tentatively named Maha and Hama, respectively. Possible colors needs to change. So color choices. Let's see. Because right now I just have all fish can be all colors. I don't think we necessarily want that. Now that is for RGB. So like the 3 parts of it, red, green, blue, all of them can pick from any of these. I could make it more explicit. Actually list specific colors it could be. I think we need to make our fish RGB color choices. It's an array of string. Oops. All right, strings. We can reference that if we want. Then this would be specific color choices if it's provided. Then what we could do is say, the fish would only ever be bright red, Oh, sorry, it'd be bright green. This would be red. And we could list those. And if this isn't provided for it, then it could pick, any color it wants in any combination from here. That'd be probably fine. And then that's something I could do, like a rainbow fish. Each segment has a different color. That's not a bad idea. Do I need anything else for their generation? I could have different rules for like I could probably generalize stuff. Probably. Sorry, it's in fish segment. No, these rules. So I could be like, not really. It'd be kind of difficult. Or at least not worth the time in our case to do that. So let's go through all of our fish and be like, hey, let's get them into this state. So the most basic fish, I'll just go in alphabetical order. Why not? Make it easier in the future. Eye fish. So the eye fish is actually, if we go to the fish spawner, I can not here. Do I have a fish segment? Where am I doing this? In fish currently? Yeah, I'm doing it here for some awful reason. I definitely need to change that. Let's see. Eye fish are 4. So we look at what they currently look like. They're kind of like long, just have lots of eyes along their whole length, I think. See if I can grab this guy. Okay, yeah. So these are the eye fish. Pull them up. There you go. Does that. I'm gonna turn our audio down slightly. Okay. Yeah. Means they could probably be any color. They look like they should have more stamina than maybe others. Oh, I need to have their stamina regen as well as a stat. Stamina regen. Let's see. We can have some variations amongst the types. So I could have 3 to 4, you know, max stamina. Its speed. I feel like it should be relatively fast. I could do this based on a point-based system. These guys should not be right at the surface zone. So they should probably be at least like 10 meters down, I think. They should probably be relatively similar size to each other. The number of bones that eyefish have. You know what? Let's close our other tabs. We'll just open up what we need. Oh, we don't have to keep flipping back and forth or scrolling up and down. So I said 10 to 12, which I think is fine. They look okay. Distance. Always 15, huh? I mean, yeah, it's fine. They're consistently sized, more or less. I think we can have them be smaller potentially, so like 8 to 12. So some are smaller, some are longer. Give a little bit more variety. The radius, 20 to 30. Right. Size modifier spawns. They should probably spawn, somewhere between, not quite the edges, but like somewhere in the center, at least 10 meters down. Okay. And then for color choices, let me get, I don't know, like Photoshop or something and can look at colors. File new. Okay, hold on. So we could have them be, some kind of grayish color. That would be fine. Oh, this is. Can you please not be maximized? I don't know what's up with my Photoshop, but I can't even move it to another screen. I don't know why it won't change. It will not let me. I can minimize it. Please let me move it. Jeez. It says it's not maximized right now, but I can't move it. Oh, there we go. Now I can. Just want to make it smaller. Jeez. We don't actually care that much. Maybe something like this as well would be okay. Let's have them always in like this general band of colors. Honestly, maybe not even the pure gray one. Maybe they're all just like this reddish color. So they all start with the C2 red. Okay. So now I want to go to. You need to change how fish spawn. Probably need to kind of just rip this out. Instead of doing this on ready, We are going to take this out. We're going to make it an init function based on the fish name. By default, we'll just do well, default, I guess. Never know. Okay, and then be like, I can get the stats. What are you complaining about? Oh yeah. It'll be used, don't worry. Of our fish stats will be from global dot. What do we call it? Bestiary. Okay. Of the fish name. Okay. It is a dictionary. And then we need to, yeah, dictionaries, that's fine. Its size multiplier will be rand range from the fish stats of min size modifier to max size modifier. Oh, I know I just started, but I actually have to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to actually have to take a quick break. Hold on. Be back. Okay. Sometimes, you know, if I'd actually started on our regular scheduled time, that would not have been a problem. But I wanted to start early to get going on this. Let's see. So the size multiplier, there we go. And it's clamped. I guess I don't really need to anymore. And we set the scale. Okay, that's fine. Not caught by default. It's on the boat by default. I need to like, okay. Oh yeah, I need a name for each of these as well. On. Although we kind of already have it there, I want a name that can be shown in the game itself. Oh, nice and such. Okay. So now I need to get its stamina. There's a lot of stuff here, unfortunately. I'm gonna get rid of this. And we will bring it back as we can. The modifiers not actually hit set by it directly. It's, and we don't need color choices here. Okay. You're not. We need be like I instantiate a fish. It's going to be the fish segment. This guy. And what is he going to need stats wise? Anything? Just the color and the species. Okay, that's fine. The species picked needs to depend on the name. How am I gonna do that? We go to worm. Okay, I'm gonna have to set everything on the species. Okay. But yeah, still have to determine which thing to create. What we're gonna do is this, and we're gonna say this will now be from fish that fish stats of our ID. Go over here. And the ID of this is 4, I do believe. Yeah. And the ID of this, I'm just gonna have a default to 1. This should never ever come up, but it's just something I can copy paste and bring in. Okay, so I save that. Fish, that's fine. This creates this. I don't need. Our color choices. Array of string is equal to fish stats of get so color choices and default to empty string. If not is empty, then color choices will instead grab from fish RGB choices. You will do this only if I need to. And then we'll say so let's do it this way. Specific color choices and then be like this. Or let's do it this way. This is also not. Do 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 do. Ah, fuck it. I don't need to make a copy every time. I'll just do this. Okay. Take an RGB and then say specific color choices is now equal to this. And then what we're going to do is do this and pick random. Okay. Why did I set their position to 0, 0 by default? Oh, because I wanted to draw around 0, 0. And it's the overall fish object here that actually does the movement. Okay, that's fine. Species is equal to this, yeah. I don't know why it needs to know the species. Does it even use it? Yes, generate. Oh, right, because that's what tells it to generate. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Whatever. So now if I do this... I don't know if these are... Oh, right. I removed all these... I think this is still just called stamina regen, probably. And it's still probably speed. Let's see. Speed, yeah. Okay, so in theory this should work the same as before, but oh, I have to change our spawner. I should probably move this stuff out of here and into this fish spawner. The fish spawner is going to be able to pick which name to provide. Although I could just do it based on ID instead. That might be easier. Probably don't even need ID. Or I can just do this. Ooh. How do I want to do it? Right now I can get the stats of the fish. Oh yeah, corruption. I need corruption on. Min corruption is max corruption. Then I go, where's our fish spawner? So in spawning fish, I don't think speed's an actual thing anymore. No. I have deleted it. How does this determine how fast he moves? Correction times. Oh, I did this. Okay, yeah. It should probably be its min speed and max speed. They can vary a little bit. I don't know if that's really necessary, actually. And this is its current stamina. Right, hold on. Fish segment. Fish. God, there's so much stuff. Species and its color. Then fish segment. It's in its species. I need to update its stuff. Species dot fish stats. Dictionary. And I can do it here. That's fish stats equal to the fish stats we just find. And then we can get that out when doing our generation of the species itself. Our bones will be equal to our fish stats of min number of bones. We probably just have these in the species, and then I don't have to define them every single time here. That would make more sense. Min bone distance. Max bone distance. And radius. Here. And here. Let's take these out. I'm not really going to be able to easily. I can. I'd probably just have to be like a function init fish. And then I take these over here. Oh, why am I using curly braces? What? Okay. Then I set these like so. Then when we're spawning this, I need to say this. I've named these things so poorly. So unbelievably poorly. Position is on these guys. Oh, this is gonna be all over the place, man. We do this as init with fish stats. Okay. And then I don't have to do this every single time here. I can just reference them. Min turn angle and turn speed. I feel like those should probably also be in species. And just loaded straight up. And the stats. Like so. Go to iFish. Okay, it's fine again. I need to put it to global. Turn angle. Stop. One more. Species, turn speed. Put it as 1 for now. Okay. Okay. Now I go back to iFish and I say anything else. Well, these things are all going to be specific to its generation, so I leave those, I think. Okay. I got the fish spawner. Is there anything here that is overlapping anything? I don't think so. So everything should still work. Okay, does not. All right. Our stamina. But I probably don't need them here, but I can get self.stamina is equal to fish stats of the max stamina to start with. Be like do you have anything else? Recharging, that's fine. Do I have max stamina anywhere here? I do. I need to find all of those and replace them with fish stats of max stamina. Okay. Let's try again. There's no max stamina. There is. So I'm not calling it. I might not have called it yet. Hold on. In the fish spawner, the fish. It's right. Fish name. For now, it's going to be iFish. I set the player, I set the hook. All this stuff is going to be similar, except for this should be moved in. I should probably just put all this stuff in there, huh? Do this. So dot fish, it's I don't have the fishing rod, right? I could pass in the position of it. Probably should. I'm gonna just give it a reference to the fishing rod. And then I can figure out the other. Yeah, okay, that'll be fine. Um, So these now need to be grabbed from stats. I think it's spawn radius. It's spawn radius. Oh, how far away can it spawn from the hook? I don't remember 5 and 2. I can do it per fish, probably. Not really a huge benefit from doing that, but okay. I can remove this here. This needs the fishing rod as a thing. Now I do this. And what is this problem? Max, oh, it's way over here. Okay. Now in theory, oh. Gotta change array to array string. It's obnoxious. Okay, we should see high fish. They'll spawn. Yep, there they go. Oh, they're so fast. Stamina cost. I feel like that should be based off of its speed, probably. Oh no, this is how much it costs for it to swim around. I do want that to be from fish stats of this. There you go. I go here and I say stamina cost of well, those guys were way too fast. So where's the speed? 1.0. Let's see. Got him. Thing looks normal. I feel like these guys need to be you need to rotate more, maybe. So increase their agility to 4 and see what happens. I think that's my variable for this. They move very distinctive from the others at the very least. Okay, cool. And they all seem to be those reddish colors, so that's great. So our system works, at least for them. So now let's add a second type. Fantail, which in my types here is 5. Although I could be rearranging. I should have probably just rearranged these as 1, 2, and then they can be in alphabetical order. All I have to do is change this over here and this here. So 1 or 2. So the fantail, we can then just need to move these into here. So, number of bones. 8 to 12 is the same, actually. Let's make them smaller, like 4 to 6. Max distance was 10 to 15. But let's make them 10 and see how badly this goes. Max radius. I was doing 10 to 20, but yeah, all right. Sizes, they could be reasonably small, but not too big. They can spawn from 0, that's fine. But they shouldn't be too deep. They should be surface dwelling. Very easy to catch. Pretty much anywhere, let's say. And then for colors, I think what we'll do is we'll test that we can get any color of them. Won't specify any specific colors. Oh, Frank, I'm doing this to the wrong one. Okay, hold on. Just copy this and then I undo a bunch. Okay. Need to modify this guy. Turn speed. They should probably turn more. That makes them look cool. And more agility. And they should be faster. Oh, I'm not using the min and max speed at all, huh? Hold on. Go to fish. If I look at speed, I'm gonna change this to be self.speed and self.speed. Actually, I guess that would be part of the species, preferably. Which I think is fish segment species. Speed, which we will load randomly from between the min speed and the max speed. I believe that's what I called it. Because I don't actually need a strip speed entry. 1.5, and then this guy can be 2 to 3. Okay, let's try. I didn't change the spawner. I think it's still doing eye fish, yeah. Let's do fantail. Oh, they are definitely going fast. Wow, they're going so fast. Probably have them be slower for the... So they're taking us way down. Oh, because they're so fast, they can pull us down so fast. Wow, okay. Yeah, we gotta nerf them heavily. All right. They need to be nice and slow. Oh, it's their stamina. That's why. They should not have very much stamina and be slow to recover. So that nice, easy fish at the beginning, you know. Thinks they can be somewhat faster. They only offer one food. I think the eye fish need to offer like a lot of food. These are only worth a little bit to these guys. The eye fish is more exotic, so I think it'll be worth more to the dog than the cat. You sell it to him. Neither of them are going to care too much about fantails. I guess the cat will offer slightly more coins. And then let's see. Take a look at them. Lily bee fish. Maybe they should be bigger. Oh, I'm getting debugger errors. Oops. Oh, that's from all these other species, right? Color side. Oh, I have to remember the colors too. That's color points. In that case, be like this. That would probably help. And if I go to here, I'm going to change the number of bones for fantail. 6 to 8. And we're going to make these a little farther. Actually, no. Let's leave it at 4 to 6, but increase the distance between them. We have strings, not right. The colors are strings. Okay. That's a little itty bitty guy over there. What are you doing, bud? Some of them are going fast. It's quite a large size variance. Lots of different colors. A blue fish. Blends right in with the water. Come here. There we go. Oh, they look pretty good. A little bit of guys. I'm not going to offer much in the way of food, but okay. But now what I can do is, can I reasonably? I think all I have to do is stick the fish stats dictionary when we catch the fish into our fish caught. I think that would work. Delete my save file. I need to open up player. When I actually catch a fish, okay, I just want to eat the fish. I'm just grabbing a random one from. I need to instead probably go to the list. Okay, whatever. We'll figure that out later. I need to get all of these ported over to the new spawn system. But also, fish spawner. When we initialize, the position needs to be based on the min and max of the Y position, sorry. Used to be somewhere. This spawns somewhere in the Y range provided of min spawn X and min spawn Y, min spawn and max spawn Y. The min is above, so I should really flip these around so I don't get confused, but whatever. Random range between not the hook, but fish status of this and this. Oh, for fish stats, not status. And Z and X. I think what I do for Z and X is I just clamp it. Self dot original position X is equal to that clamp F, that between this and this. I guess Z doesn't need to be clamped, just the X. These three. How's it not three? One. Oh, oops. Not the random. There we go. And the Y clamp between this and this. Okay. And Z doesn't really matter. Okay. So now if I go to our fish spawner and I say, I want to init global dot bestiary dot. Can I not pick random from this? Wait, I can do dot keys, I think. Dot keys dot pick random. And then once I pick a random, pick its name. That way anything defined here can be spawned. And we should have these spawn anywhere in the first 20 meters, and this should only spawn 10 meters farther down. Okay. Didn't. Oh, I don't need to do name because it's already probably doing that. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, I don't want the friendly name. I want the key name. So, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we got these guys spawning on the surface. If I go down to below 10, you should start seeing eye fish. Hopefully. Now, once things are farther down, I could probably reduce the radius you spawn in, so that way you actually find more reliably. I'm seeing stuff spawn down there, but they're not being close enough to the hook. I think they're still spawning on the surface. Is every half a second we should be spawning one. The fact that I'm not seeing them is concerning. Let's see. If I like have the distance. Also, I could probably be like, hey, we're going to spawn fish. Print spawn this. Let's see. It is spawning different ones. There's no sense spawning ones way down here if... Oh, oops. Because I've got the max spawn Y as highest 10,000, it's probably anywhere between that. That's probably why. I had to guess. Yep, that would be why. That would be why. So between here and here. I probably need to be like export var num of fish to spawn would be, let's say we spawn like 5 per cycle. It might be too much. We'll see. If for initiate a new fish, add it. There. Okay. And we'll see how badly that affects things. Should probably only spawn them if it's close enough to the hook to actually be, potentially visible, Distance to fishing rod dot hook dot global position. There's really no reason to spawn them if they're too far away. I should be just spawning fantails right now. Except they're spawning probably in the full range instead of near the hook. Is that okay? Is that all right? I don't know. So I shouldn't be just randomly picking them. I should be picking them based on the height of the hook. But rather than doing this, I'm going to be like, hey, pick random fish type. I'm going to make a function. Pick random fish type. By default, we'll do this, but I need to go through for fish type in this. I need Are valid fish types. Sorry. If global.bestiary of fish type of min spawn y and x. Yeah, I should be doing this here, and these rules not in the species itself. That should still spawn around the hook, probably. One step at a time. Fishing rod dot hook dot global position dot y. So it's minimum spawn, which would be like -10. So that means I have to be lower than that, lower than or equal to that. My hook does. If my hook is lower than or equal to that, then it's okay. So it depends. Fish type. Return valid fish types. I'll pick random. Right. And then I need to have some other conditions here. And y is greater than or equal to their max spawn y. And our valid y bool is equal to this. Valid x. Or actually, it has to be less than their max spawn x. And less than or equal to or greater than or equal to their min spawn x. Don't know why I have that there. If valid and valid. Okay. So now as long as the hook is in within their spawn range, they can spawn there. And then I go to here and I say this. The y position should also be in this range. Sorry, plus equal. There we go. Okay. Then we're still clamping it, so it still has to stay within their range. All right, let's try that. Okay. Return nothing. I mean, it's entirely possible. There's no... Oh, I know what I should do. The fantail... Positive 10. So it doesn't really matter where the hook is. It's always a valid spawn. They'll be spawning out around there. Oh, there we go. Got it. And now they can spawn like way out there too, which is cool. Seems a little more realistic. It's also spawning a lot more than it once. But now if I go down farther... Oh crap, I caught a fish on the way down. Ironically, I didn't want to catch a fish. We're below 10. Go all the way down to 20. Okay, eyefish are spawning apparently. Oh, there we go. We got one. Okay. They're a lot harder to pull up, but okay, this is really cool. This is probably way too many fish are spawning though, to be honest. And we're too weak to be able to pull up this guy. Well, we could. It would just take a long time. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to change my stats slightly. The base stats. Fishing raise speed. I'm gonna like literally drop twice as fast, raise twice as fast for now. Okay. So this is working. That means we can have different fish at different spawn, both areas, as well as spawn 2 fish per 5. Actually, what I could do is do a more. Do 3 fish every 1 second. Can I do max fish? Well, then if they're so far away, they'll never really get there. Like it looked like there were fish spawning far away and getting kind of stuck. Or at least would take a very, very long time to reach us. Okay, we don't need this printout anymore, probably. Well, let's add more fish. So next in the list, alphabetical order, goldfish. That's another pretty early one that we can have. But I'm going to call it the, what is it called? False gold? Fool's gold. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm going to call it a fool's gold fish. It's going to be spawning. You actually have to be below the surface for it to spawn. Between 0 and 10. Let's actually say like -2. A little bit below the... there's no point. 0 to 10. And it will only spawn somewhat around the center, let's say. And then... they'll come close. The colors that we're going to pick for these ones needs to be a yellowish. What if I do this? We're not going to allow them to be any color. We're going to specify they can be some shade of yellow. And then people might think, oh, wow, is that the goldfish already? Wow. But no, it's the fool's goldfish. So that's probably good enough. Their stats are going to probably be terrible. Let's see. They're not worth much to either of them. And their min stamina, max stamina. I guess I should probably buff the fantail slightly. Make these worse. Oh yeah, what were their stats originally? 4 to 6, 10 to 15. Okay, pretty basic bone structure size. So let's which makes sense. I'm gonna move them, make them slightly smaller. Size modifier. Kind of want them to be somewhat big-ish. So they're easy to spot and be excited about. Let's try this. Let's see. What's their recovery? Stamina regen? Yeah, they're gonna be very weak. Very, very weak. Now, in theory, I don't have to change anything else. They should just start spawning as long as we get down here. See, those are fantails. Oh, well, I got a fantail. I should have kept my logging after all. I'm not seeing the goldfish. Let me... What? I did minus 10... Or 0 to minus 10, okay. I'm gonna have to put my logging back in so we can see if they are actually spawning properly. Fish spawner. Put the sprint back in. So let's do this. So I'm down here. It is spawning goldfish, it says. There's just too many fantails. Either that or goldfish aren't rendering. That's also a possibility. It's definitely spawning a bunch of them. I probably made them too small, or too close together, I mean. Too few bones, maybe? Let me change this so I can spawn right from the beginning. I mean, the bone distances should be fine. All right, let's see. Where are they at? Only spawning fantails right now. Literally only... Oh, we have to set the min spawn. Oh, oops. Oopsie daisy. You'd have to be at exactly 0 for it to spawn, which is not exactly what we want. Where are they? Oh. It's because of the... Not because of the axe. Because otherwise it wouldn't be spawning. Oh. Can't tell if... I'm thinking they're just not rendering out properly. That would be my guess. So I need to go to where it's drawing. And see. Invalid polygon detected with... do I have... the information about what type of... I got the species, yeah. Species dot... the stats of name. See if they're having struggles. Polygon detected. Not all the goldfish. Okay, maybe that's a goldfish because it's very yellow over there. It's gone. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Sorry. Global ID set to 3. And then, whoops. I do actually have to do this. Goldfish. And then we need longfish will be 4. Worm's probably going to be last, obviously. Let's see. What's 5? Pufferfish. Puff tailfish. Ribbonfish. And shark. Spinefish. Dubbyfish. I missed one clearly. Anglefish. Whiskerfish. Worm. Oh, the cluster eye fish was supposed to be first. Well, I guess we can just make it 0 index. Not a big deal. Cluster eye fish. Okay. So now it should be able to spawn the goldfish. ID of 3. I believe that is actually the goldfish. Well, it's not really a color I was expecting to see it. I don't know if the colors are actually working as I... No, that's clearly very purple. That means it's not spawning based on our... Not being the color I want. Specific color choices. I mean, it looked like it was working for them, so maybe... Did I do this wrong? I don't think so. Let me do this quickly, so it's just the goldfish. See if they're like all showing up the same colors. Showing very pink. Not... Well, one's blue. Yeah, they're just all kinds of different colors. It's not picking up the correct colors for some reason. Um... It is supposed to be. Base color is this. It says it's picking them. It's in the fish segment. Do I have to like... What? Don't know why control click wasn't bringing me here. Do I need to? I don't think so. Set its base color. Color points, insert bones color. When we generate them, that would be in goldfish. Less than multicolor chance. I think I've got that set to 1 by default. Meaning it should use individual colors. But I'm not. Am I just doing this differently from the other ones? No. Color. Bone color is equal to color. Do I have that in goldfish? I do. So when I generate, where the hell do I generate? Must be. Oh, it's here. Multicolor chance and base color. What if I set the multicolor chance to 0 by default? Then will it listen to me? I think that was it. Now they're all different shades of yellow. Well, not all shades, but like the 4 different shades we picked. Okay, cool. That works. Then I go to global. Need to move this back so it spawns. Same with you. So now let's see. We should see that fantails should all be random colors, I think. The goldfish should be gold. A fake goldfish. So far it looks like it. Wonder if I should allow being able to like cast the line out farther. Because right now you can only really bring it up and down straight. I could get the relative movement of your camera and use that when you lower. They'll also send it out in the Z direction, perhaps. And then when you pull it in, I don't know, would that work? I had to apply like momentum to it and have it come back. Probably be a mess. All right, we can get lots of we're getting lots of goldfish, but we're not getting any of the fantails. Away, goldfish. Like I can see them. Can I get this one? Nope. Oh, I just saw one go by. Are they going out there? What is happening out there? Just kind of milling about. Which I think means... Alright. What I'm going to do is change... You guys got to come closer, alright? You got to come closer to the thing. Which means if I go to fish... the target position... is just goes position of the hook plus we're going in a random direction times the max target radius. We got a global. That's only one. So it should be very close. Damn it. Want the fantails. Oh, there we go. I got one. This happens to be similar color. Oh, while I'm pulling this guy up, there are lots of ones that went by. There we go. That one. I'm wondering. Well, no, it's clearly, yeah, there. Yeah, okay. So based on the coloring, we can tell, at least now. All right, so now all we have to do is do this for the other, like, 13 other. Oh, boy. It might take some time. I need to separate their ranges slightly here. Well, obviously, if you didn't want to get goldfish, you could just move away from the center. That would definitely be good. All right, let's take the fantail as our default here, and let's do the long fish. It should be ID 4. The long fish. Oh, that's called a long fish. Max corruption. Oh wait, you need a lot more corruption potentially in the eye fish. The goldfish, pretty low corruption. Fantail, pretty low corruption. Longfish has a higher. It's always gonna have some. It needs more stamina. On average. And slightly higher regen. But higher cost. I feel like they should be relatively fast on average. They should be worth more to the dog. Well, the cat would also want them, so let's do like this. Of course, the dog's going to be more picky about when he accepts them, so that's why. Min turn angle, turn speed. Number of bones on the long fish. We go look. Scaling max. Number of bones of 3 to 6, but in groups of 4. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, it should be very long, so like let's do like, I don't know, 16 to 20 or something like that. Very thin. And bone distance, probably fine. Radii. Size multiplier. Yeah, they can be. They could be very. No, I don't want them to be too big. Spawn though, let's make sure like I don't know, -5 to 30. A pretty big range, but no guarantees. And they will spawn the positive Y side of things. Mostly. They're too far. Positive X direction, sorry, which I think is to the towards the cat. On the cat side, they will spawn. So to the left. And do I want to do specific colors for long fish? They can come in, let's say in greens and browns, maybe. Give them some little bit of variety. Brown. I think a brown this way is never really that easy. Something like this, maybe. Greens or browns. In equal measures. Okay. I save. And did I update your ID? I did. All right, let's see. Gonna go down. They're at -5 onward. Okay, it's spawning longfish now, apparently. Oh, I got an eye fish. Oh, I just saw a longfish go by. Oh, that looked cool. They are very long. Holy crap. Pulling this guy up is taking a lot of our stamina. Resisting. Needed to shake the thing more violently, I think. Thing has a lot of stamina. Yeah, I gotta be able to resist while it's pulling down. Come on. Oh, God. While it's resting, I will rest, because I rest faster than it, generally speaking. My gosh, it's regenerating so fast. Like, I am making progress, but it's taking a while. On. Oh my gosh. Oh, stamina. I knew it was going to start pulling, so I preemptively need to get it above like 4 here. Oh, not quite. This is truly a battle. Look how many fish are spawned now. I think I need to have fog for depth on again, because you shouldn't be able to see all those fish. Probably just hurting my FPS pretty badly. Dude, this one fish, I need upgrades. I need upgrades to be able to get this guy. Well, actually, we're getting him close, but oh no. We'll lose some ground here when I run out of stamina. No, we're good. Fight him. Fight him. Also, this took so long the battle music stopped playing. I forgot I don't have it looping anymore since doing the transition changes. Holy crap. I also need a way for you to be able to just let a fish go, or for if it takes too long for the fish to escape. That's right. Oh, we're close, but I'm gonna run out of stamina, and then it's gonna go way down. Get my stamina back. I'll give it some more ground, but pull. Dude. So tired. Zero upgrades, catching an eye fish. That is way too many fish spawned right now. Yeah. I also need them to despawn when they're farther away. I must have the range on it too far. All just kind of chilling over there. Oh, dude, I almost got him at. Oh, almost. Oh. Get their stamina back. Struggling. Not going to get him to 2 here in time. Above the water, not quite. Stamina again. We should get him. Not this time, the next time. Yeah, all these fish just chilling at the. Oh, I bet you their spot. Their target is probably above the water, and they're getting clamped to it. They can't get close enough, maybe. Hmm. Oh, I can see them despawning there. Okay. Interesting. Not really what we want. Let's see. Need to open the game again. Our environment. Our fog. Light density. I think that'll help. The overall density needs to go up a bit anyways. But making the water transparent was nice to be able to see things, but also does cause some problems. Stream okay, yeah. Don't see any issues. Okay, no drop frames. Okay. Does that look better? Okay. They just despawn while in view. It's gonna be pretty bad. That's the main thing. If I go to scripts, fish, target position. The Y does get clamped, but it's clamped out. Let's do -1, so it doesn't actually ever try and target exactly at the surface. And then in the movement, need it to despawn if it's greater than 10. Let's try 6. If XZ of that compared to ours, yeah, okay. Let's see. Wait. Also, I need to max out how many. I'm not seeing the fish at all now. I think they're just spawning and despawning immediately. because of that. Really? Spawning over there. Okay, we'll see if we get congregations of fish. Just chilling like that over there. I suspect that's because maybe their target position's too... I don't know. Is it their speed is super low, or like what's going on? Why are those guys just chilling out there and not moving? You're literally just hanging out over there. Well, why? Doesn't look like it's related to the specific type of them. So there must be some condition where they're not moving forward. We go look at our different fish. Target position, original position. Let's compare it to their current position. That one seems fine. I don't know why it's not. Its current position, it's at its origin. Original spot. It's not moving to its target for some reason. Their position's Y -1, so it did get clamped. I don't know why it's not moving. Fish stats. Doesn't tell me much. Unfortunately, I can't see their speed from here. Oh yeah, so it's that guy. And he's just stuck there. He's not moving at all. Don't know why. Curious. Don't think it was a case of them recharging, but let's add some more information here. Can see their stamina. I can see if they're recharging. I gotta see their fish stats, not the other stuff. I don't know. Don't know. Fish segment. Go to the movement. Child's agility is equal to their max agility. That just affects their animation more or less. Damage greater than 0 and not recharging. Oh, it should probably be if it's greater than or equal to this, then they can recharge. Or they can spend it. Otherwise, if their thing is less than or equal to this, then recharging. That's probably what's happening. It's probably a stamina issue. Then if recharging. Yeah, okay. That was probably it. They just had no stamina to move. what I had to guess. We shouldn't see that problem anymore. Well, they just have such terrible stats. But they are, yeah, they should be able to move now, hopefully. As they still look kind of stuck out there. Hmm. Don't know why. Why are they still stuck out there? All right, let's go look at the remote view. Pick a fish, any fish. Will it show me? It's down there, okay. It doesn't seem limited to. You're not recharging. Stamina's 2.5, but they're not moving. But why? They're not at their target position. They have stamina. They're not recharging. But why are they not moving? Huh? I don't. I toggle on recharging. What happens? A whole lot of nothing. People they're just not moving. Do they have speed? This is only if they're caught anyway, so it can't be here. It has to be over here. No, they're not considered caught. Their species speed times the speed modifier. I need to find out their speed is locked for some reason. Okay, that would explain why they're not moving. I need it's here. No. I gotta export this. And then this guy. Export this. And then the species itself. I can see what their stats are. Okay. We'll see if anyone get stuck, and then we'll investigate them. It looks like maybe we're getting one over there, perhaps. Remote. Game. Fish spawner. How about you? Are you stuck? You're not moving, so you go to your fish, your species. Your speed is 0. Why is your speed 0, dude? Well, I mean, that explains it. Min speed, max speed. I don't think speed is like int or anything. No, it's a float. Oh, that's what I did wrong. These are round I instead of round F. Oh no. Okay. Oh wait, no. These ones, the bone should be I. Max distance can be float. Radius can be float. Speed can be float. There it is. So it was just rounding down to 0. Now there shouldn't be any that get stuck. Goldfish get. Yeah, okay, this already looks much better. Wait. No, yeah, that's right. Look how full of life the place looks now. Cool. Okay, cool, neat. You. So that's pretty good. You have a lot more fish to define here, though. A lot more. We did the longfish. You do the pufferfish, which don't actually look too much like pufferfish in the end, but 4 to 6, 6. Okay, I'm just gonna cut these and bring them over here. Then I can look at. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what these look like. I think they ended up just being kind of small and spiky, which is kind of pufferfish, but not really. But for now, I will do this. So I'll call it a puff spike fish. Then they should be always like very high in corruption. Stamina wise, they should be reasonably difficult, but they have very low regeneration. In speed, that's it's fine. They can just be agility wise. Probably say less. Food wise, very little food. Worth. Let's make the cat actually like this one more. For arbitrary reasons, I guess. Min turn angle 15, speed of 3, turn speed of 3. Number of bones 4 to 6. Distance at 18 to 26. Pretty big range, but they need a lot of spines potentially, so radius. I think I had them pretty small, but I don't remember now. Oh no, it's the radius that's 18 to 26. The bone distance is 6 to 10, very small and compact. Then size modifiers, they should be not too small. And then what Y spawns do I want them to be at? Like pretty big range of this, and we'll say it can be at 10 to minus 80, so mostly on the right hand side toward the dog, but the cat will pay more for them. Okay, that's fine. And then I just gotta check some stuff. Okay, cool. Twitter. All right, so I'm just going to keep those the same. Color-wise, they probably should be... Let's do like purples. See how that goes. Three different purples to go with. Then let's just try and rapid fire a bunch of these. Pufftail fish. I think I just made it have like really big tails, but they should honestly just be pretty similar. I can give them, I think, similar stats. Well, let's see. Not quite the same. Let's see. Number of bones did 5 to 8. 10 to 14. Distance. 10 to 16 radius. Then size modifiers. I think they should be able to be quite big. That'll just be interesting. Make them be slightly farther down. And they can be more or less anywhere. Did I do the X correctly? I don't think so. Minus 88. Yeah, no, I didn't do it correctly. This should be... Oh yeah, no, this is minus to positive. That's right. This one that's wrong should be minus 80 to 10. And then this guy is minus 80 to 80. Okay. Then what's its turn speed? 5? It turns faster. Okay. And then what did I do for, what do I want to do for colors of it? We haven't done cyan stuff yet. I don't know if those colors are different enough to really make a difference. I could just say one color and it'd be fine, but all right. Next, ribbon fish. Ribbon fish. This has to be pretty particular. Cut the, let's see, I did that corruption a bit. Your stamina. .0. They can have a lot of stamina, but very low regeneration. Stamina cost is also kind of high. Speed. These guys should be very fast, I think. Not that it... Well, it does matter because when they're pulling down, they'll get a lot more distance, you know? Agility-wise, I don't remember. I think pretty agile. They should give, like, full food if you eat one of these things. Cat will give you lots of money for it. The dog will give you crap load for it. Turn angle, what did I do before? Very, very small. And turn speed of, but very, very fast. So it's going to weave back and forth a lot. Like a ribbon. Bone-wise, 14 to 20. Distance 6 to 10. Bone radius. Very small. Let's do 6 to 8. I had 6 to 10 before, but I'm going to make it even smaller. Size modifiers. Just 1 to 1.5. Spawn. -20 to -30. Very specific range. Let's make them at like -40 to -60. Again, you have to be in a very specific spot. That'll be like information you have to discover. And then color-wise, they can be any color. Okay. And then sharkfish. Oh my god, we're only like halfway through. Sharkfish. 7. Still incrementing these correctly? Nope. This should be 7. This should be 8. Well, I'll double check our rules here. 7's ribbonfish, 8 is sharkfish. Yeah, okay. What did I do for them? This. We need amount of corruption in them. Could be low, could be high. Stamina. Not too big, but reasonable. A good regeneration. Yeah, maybe we make them like very low stamina, but very high regeneration. They would regenerate like almost instantly if I did that. Stamina cost. There you go. Min speed. They can be pretty slow, but they can also be kind of fast. Agility. No idea what to set this to. 8's probably fine. Food, again, if you catch one of these, that's really good for you. We'll do this. Turn angle, I did 0.4 and 7. Min speed, number bones. 8 to 12, 12 to 18. 4, 14 to 22. Okay, size modifiers. They could be very big. And where do I want them to spawn? Let's do like, oh, sorry, minus 30 to 70. And X values of between, let's say, 10 and 60. That'll be the left side near the cat, I guess. Color wise for sharks, let's let them come into like various colors, but all kind of dark. So purple, this color. Let's get dark green. Probably have a description for each of these. Like a human readable description that summarizes where they can be found, etc. So like be like description of eyefish. See, it would be because we're gonna have the bestiary show them. And then show what once you've caught or not caught. I can actually pull this information and fill that out in the bestiary as well. But I want a human description as well. Eyefish. Noted for the large amounts of eyes running down the length of their body. Sure, something like that. And then, oh, sorry, that's the eyefish. Wait, what? I just gave this the wrong one. This is the fantail fish. They have larger fin. They have a couple larger fins on the end of their body. Sure, I don't know. Just roll with it. Their coloring is an off shade of yellow that can fool the eye. Sure. And then longfish. Known for their long bodies. Food wise, that offer little edible food. I forgot to be editing a lot of these guys' foods. Let's see. Longfish. Pufferfish. Little spiky fish. Once cracked open are delicious. I should actually be leaning more into horror descriptions. Like they've known to feast on the children's eyes. I could make it like Pokemon, yeah. Like Pokemon type ghost entries. It is rumored their numerous eyes are from children they have consumed. Then fantail. Their large fins are capable of crushing a human skull. We're just gonna make shit up. Fool's gold. Only a complete buffoon would think these are real goldfish. Sure. Longfish. None of their long bodies, but offer little in the ways of edible food. That's fine. Their spikes are deadly, but their innards delicious. And then puff tail description. Their tails are often used in weaponry crafted by. Sure. Ribbonfish. Description. These paper thin fish are able to saw. Sure. Go with it. Description. Also, did I accidentally give that a capital D description? I did. Okay. Sharkfish. It can smell blood from 3 miles away or 9 miles if underwater. So let's use kilometers. Even if the audience is mostly American. Screw it. Okay. Let's do a quick test and just see if anything breaks horribly. So I gotta alt tab here. Okay. Oh, got a goldfish. Okay. Let's go over here. And lower to like the -10 range-ish. Let's see what we get. See, longfishes were spawning, eyefish and longfish. We should, oh, we got an eyefish. These things are fierce though. Might be kind of difficult to pull it up. I just saw a longfish go by. That looks cool. I love seeing all the little fish in the background of the tablet. Okay. All right. Oh, look at them. Yes. That looks cool. Okay, anyways. We need some more fish. Let's see, spine fish. What did I do for this? Oh, maybe these were the little spike guys I was thinking of. I did comment spikes everywhere. Global. Copy this. 9 is spike fish. Oh, sorry, spine fish. Why did I call it spine fish? That was. All right, whatever. Spine fish. Also, this is a typo. Okay. Spine fish. What are the stats it needs first? 8 to 14. 10 to 15. 10 to 18.2. And 6. And agility wise, probably gonna lower it down to like, I don't know, 4. Size wise, not a whole lot of variations. Why? Anywhere. They can be pretty common, but let's put it at like -10 to -60. And then What can I do for, like, horrify these things? Their little jaws can crush through steel. Sure. Their stamina. Do this. What about their overall speed? Min speed, max speed. Not too fast, not too slow. Good enough. All right. What are they worth? Probably not much to anybody, to be honest. Color-wise, I think they can come in any color. Don't see why not. Then we're almost done. Not really, but stubby fish. Little itty bitty guy. Extremely stubby, but also just as stubborn. So they're gonna have very high stamina, like ridiculously high stamina. They'll regen very kind of slowly, but they'll be very, very stubborn. Good luck catching it. But they will be slow. Slow and steady, like the slowest fish of any of them. Okay. Turn speed. Oh yeah, what did I set when I hard coded these things? Here we go. Go back to global. Okay. Turn speed was I had it at 8 before and 0.3. Now 4 to 6. Min bones. Oh, distance, 8 to 12. 20 to 30 in size. And modifiers, they can be pretty big, I think. I think they could be massive. They're so stubborn. And let's have them be anywhere that's not near the docks. And for Y values, as long as it's like pretty big range in the middle. For color wise, I think they should be like angry red colors. Very vibrant. Get them a bit of a distinct from the others. And then next, triangle fish. These should be in the high areas of the water. I think this is 12 and this is 11. Did I do that right? No. I was right the first time. This is 10 and 11. Corruption. Very low corruption overall. They could, in fact, not be corrupted at all. Also, I've got a typo here. Fix that. Triangle fish. Simple little fish that taper off into a general triangle shape. Since they're going to be very early game fish, they need to have very low max stamina, pretty bad regen, higher cost. They will not be much of a threat. But I will give them relatively high agility. Oh, food. I forgot to change food on some of these. The stubby fish are not even worth that much food. But they are worth like 40 to either of them. Like a lot. Potentially. The spine fish, it's very little food. But worth quite a bit to either of them. This sharkfish should be worth quite a bit of food, but not full. And cat coins 15, that's fine, okay. Triangle fish. Obviously gonna be worth very little. 4 to 6, 8 to 12, 20 to 30. Is that? Oh. Nope. Gotta grab them from here. 6 to 10. Oh, sorry. 6 to 10 here. 10 to 14. 18 to 28. Turn speed 7. Min turn angle 0.2. Size modifiers, they can be pretty good range, but not huge. They need to be able to spawn from anywhere to anywhere that's very shallow. So honestly, only to like -5. Very surface. And they can be anywhere that's not near the docks. You know what? Even include the docks. Why not? And they can be. What color do I want them to be? It's like a pale green or a pale yellowish green, and then the other direction slightly bluish. Okay, there we go. Make them those. Oh, okay. And then the whisker fish. These ones are cool. I like these guys. Whisker fish. Hey, I could be listening to music this whole time, huh? We're not in silence. Need their forward fins resemble whiskers, and they can grasp like little hands. Sure. These things are always going to be at least somewhat corrupted if you eat them. Stamina wise, you need to have at least some stamina. And the cost quite high, or reasonably high. Not the greatest regen. Their speed should be relatively slow. Not very agile. Actually, yeah, not that agile. Pretty good food. Not bad to pay for. In fact, I think the cat would really enjoy them. Maha is the cat's name. Turn angle. What did I do for the whisker fish? Grab these out. I got 2 more to do after this. Turn angle 0.15. Turn speed 5. Bones 6 to 10. 12 to 14. 20 to 25. Isn't it great to see me enter numbers? Now these things have to be pretty low down. Let's see, minus 40 to 75. Anywhere more or less, just in that range. And I think they can probably be, what colors would I want? Very dark. In this similar range, okay. Those are very close to each other. I don't know. Let's do this. Okay, that should be 12. Oh, and then the worm. The worm. The wormfish. Different from the longfish and the ribbonfish. They've got no eyes. Even without eyes, they can easily detect anything around them. They can. Let's see. Worms, very high corruption. Stamina wise, not great. But high regen and low cost. Their speeds, actually these things might be the let's give them very high agility but very low speed. These are actually the slowest things. Food wise though, they give full food. I don't know what to do for prices, to be honest. Worm. We're going to be changing this stuff anyways. Probably. This game's just not going to be balanced. We're not going to have time to do too much. Did I delete things I need? No. Okay. Do. Turn angle, I had scaling times 0.01. I'm just gonna do this. Turn speed 6 minus. Oh, so very low turn speed. Number of bones, these can be quite small or very long. Need 30, okay. They can also be quite big, reasonably big. They can spawn anywhere from like minus 15 all the way down to 75. Yeah, sure. And more or less anywhere on the X direction. And they can be any color. I'm just arbitrarily deciding right now. So then we need 0, which is the cluster eye fish. Cluster eye fish. Idea 0. I'm just gonna call it the cluster fish. Well, let me get the stats in first, and then I'll come up with the descriptions, I guess. Let's see, number. General or global. This thing should always be at least somewhat corrupted. And stamina wise, I don't think this thing should be all that powerful. Let's do quick bursts. Speed also doesn't need to be that fast. Agility, a little more agile than the other guy, probably. Turn speed, 5. 1.5. Do that. Number of bones, 6 to 10. Distance 10 to 14. 12 to 20. Size modifiers, yeah, that's fine. Where do I want these to spawn? A little bit below the set. I don't want them to overlap completely with the eye fish. They can be a little bit lower, but they can also be easier to catch, probably, almost certainly. Let's put them a little bit wide of a range. Radius. Okay. Colors. I think they can be any color. Probably fine. Okay. So we have a lot of fish now to find. Cluster fish. Yes. Into the past and future. Sure. Let's just play a little bit and see how it feels. Around the surface, we'll see what we get. Okay, I need to pause our music too. I think still took over half my stamina just to collect, but pause, music here. Oh, got something. It's another one of these guys. Fantail. Oh, goldfish, a fool's goldfish. Okay, let's go down a bit farther if I can get past these guys. Grab him. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to delete my save. So I still had all those. I still had old stats. So yeah, it should drop a lot go up and down a lot faster now. Significantly faster. Might be too fast. Definitely is. Should make catching things a lot easier. I don't want catching things to be difficult in a game jam game. A bunch of fantails. Try and sneak past them into lower depths. Into like the lower, like around -15. Oh. I believe that's a longfish. Gotta pull it all the way back up though. Gotta run out of stamina. What's this? Okay, let me get my stamina back. Now we can go again. Nice. We got it. And we gotta try and slip by. Back down to the -15 range. I want to get one of the... Oh, I got an eye fish. Things used to be very difficult to catch. I'm gonna get my stamina back a little bit. Okay. You need to make sure the audio loops. Like when it ends the clip. I'm gonna have to get more stamina back. Yeah, these guys are definitely tougher to catch. I'm gonna need to figure out some kind of mechanic for them being able to break away. Also, maybe I should make it so they don't always pull directly down. It would be cool if they pulled weight to the side or something like that too. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Fish, when they get caught, target position doesn't need to always be -5, you know? Let's do from minus, you'd always go down a little bit, but minus 5.0. Um, let's allow them to. How's there too many arguments? Huh? Expected at most 0, but received 2. Or rand F? What do you mean? Oh, rand F range, sorry. There we go. Baby. One more? One more. Okay, let's see how this feels. Also, I want to change the feeling of when we are. We have one on the hook somewhere. Update the camera. Let's increase the amount of shake it can do. Okay. Could base that based on their speed or something as well. But doesn't really seem to be. Oh yeah, there we go. That that feels interesting. At least it's somewhat noticeable. He's always going to move back. That's cool. Right, so we can get lots of the ones at the surface very easily. It's expected. Let's go like way far down. Okay, the puff spikefish has apparently just got tons of issues being drawn. We're gonna have to fix that. Oh hey. This guy's powerful. Without upgrades, we probably would struggle to catch this guy. Well, I mean, just pulling it up that far in general takes a while. It's definitely less punishing now because they aren't always going like directly down. That's cool. All right. I'm just getting my stamina back, and then we should be able to pull them up here pretty easily. Yeah, there we go. Neat. Now we go way back down. Go to like minus 40 maybe, minus 45. Yeah, the puff spike fish are not working. I'm gonna have to debug those. Oh, I just there's no valid fish apparently. Interesting. At what range are we? Was one fish. We're at minus 60. There should be something. But even if there isn't any, it shouldn't blow up, you know? So I can be like, if this is empty, return empty string, and then be like, if this does not equal this, you do it like that, and then continue. I need to go back to the debugger, or the output rather. It's trying to spawn puff tails, and they're all just invalid. So we gotta fix that. Okay. Where are our puff tails? There they are. So puff spike fish and why are both of them not working? Let's increase the bone distance quite substantially. That typically makes things better. Like when the radius is too big for the distance. I gotta go all the way back down though. Was that like minus 60 something? Yeah, go down, go down. Puff spike fish I saw was still failing, but puff tail fish is working. Okay, so around here. Doesn't seem like it's spawning anything. Maybe it's only like here-ish? Yeah. Oh, hey. You're not who I wanted to actually catch, but there's a lot of them there. Let's keep going down just to see what else spawns. I'm not going to worry about actually catching this guy without any upgrades. Nothing really spawns this far down. Makes sense. Let's get who do I want to make like a fish that can be at any depth? Little stubby fish. Literally any depth. Anything past minus 10, you can spawn. Good luck getting those guys up. Actually, no, we probably don't want to do that because they are so obnoxious, you know. Triangle fish could be anywhere, more or less. I was having them only spawn, you know, near the top, but they realistically could be anywhere. Let's player. Wait, where do I have fish spawner? Fish. Here. Let's make sure these are all. Anglefish is 11. 11, yeah, that's correct. Oh crap. Which ones were failing still? I don't have the logs anymore. Shit. It was one of the puffs. Where is puff-tail fish? It shouldn't be a problem, I wouldn't think. Unless the generation I have is fucked, but agility 5, turns maybe it's just the turn speed that's really high that causes them to. I'll lower that down. Okay. I don't see it spawning triangle fish. Puff spike fish is having problems. Yeah, a lot of problems. Puff tail's fine thus far, but I haven't seen it. Oh, so this is the puff tail. Okay, makes sense. Well, suddenly a lot of them. We go down here. Will I see triangle fish? I don't know why it's not spawning triangle fishes. Because it's not saying it's spawning anything. Oh, I'm probably not in the right coordinates, maybe. Did I mess something up? Anyways, it was the puff spike fish. Okay, I'll reduce its turn speed. That usually fixes things. I think the longfish was also struggling a little bit. Where's the triangle? Triangle fish. Let's see, between 10 and negative 95. And that's why. The upper limit should be 80 here. There we go. Wasn't spawning them at all. Now I should spawn them like everywhere. There's a little triangle fish. Come here, you. It was not a triangle fish. That's a triangle fish. Look how cute he is. All right, let's go way past. Longfish, puff spike fish are still having some issues. Oh, hey. Nah. That's definitely one of them. Am I okay with that? I mean, it's probably fine. Okay. Anyways, I don't need to be printing this stuff out anymore. And fish spawner. I don't really need to print this out right now. And then when we're drawing in fish segment, don't care. Okay. Good stuff. We have been going for 3 hours. I need to add quests. No, what I need to do is when we turn in fish or eat the fish, we need to add our corruption based on the fish we got. Yeah, we're not actually when we eat, the hunger goes up by the fish on hook dot fish dot Species dot fish stats of food. And then we need our corruption to increase by its corruption. I think. The species doesn't have the corruption here. It's actually on. Should be on the fish itself here. I don't know. Am I not setting corruption anywhere? No, I just have its stats. So, oh, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it randomly. Between rand f range of this to this, and it'll be min corruption to max corruption. I guess. Could determine it on spawn, but doesn't really make a difference. Oh, it does matter actually, because yeah, I have to do it there. Because we're gonna have an upgrade later that shows you the corruption. Although it could just show you the range. So that's not a too big of a that's not very helpful though. So instead what I'm gonna do is it's corruption. And then what we're gonna do is when we determine its stats for where is it? God damn it. Too much stuff. We could do this. Fish stats of corruption. Corruption is equal to the range of from min to max. Let's grab a fish. Pull it up. Then we're gonna eat it. Okay. Doesn't have food? What do you mean? Should have food. Wait, there's no fish on hook? Oh, sorry, it's not fish on hook, it's fish to remove that I have to do this on. Oopsie daisies. This is gonna be bad practice, but whatever. I think I still do it this way. Okay, try again. Get your fish. I'm gonna eat it. And it broke anyways. There's no corruption. But why? Fish to remove. Then I go to its fish. Go to its species. And then its stats. It indeed because I'm spelling corruption wrong. I am spelling corruption wrong. Corruption, not corruption. Again. Give me your fishies. There we go. Then eat. The bar just seems full. The corruption bar is currently maxed out. If I look at settings, corruption on me is in fact 10. Yes. Okay. That is in fact in my save file. Should it be defaulting to that? Probably not. We go to you. Okay, go to my corruption. It should be 0 to start with. Look at our thing. It's still clearly full. Well, why? No, it's set to 0. So is that a problem with our tablet? Mayhaps is. Corruption. Max corruption. That is correct. I'm doing 1 minus. Percentage is giving us 0 to 1. Now it's still going to increase normally. We'll leave it empty. Yeah, okay. Let's have it fill up. That's fine. I don't think these things have any corruption, actually, now that I think about it. Or at least not much. Eat. Oh, yeah, no, it did fill up. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, that works. It gives us food, but it also gives us corruption. Okay. Great. Oh, all right. I think I'm going to call it here, though. I'm going to work on my own time because I have to go do some recording. But later tonight, I will work on maybe getting the loss condition in place. So that if I starve to death or fill up a corruption, we can get those loss conditions. I won't have like a very pretty scene, but I can at least do something. You know, go to a you died. Here's a placeholder description of why you died. Maybe something like that. And then, oh yeah, when we get paid, hold on, I can do this before I leave. Quickly. Coins. Shoot. I'd have to loop through each of them. And I'd have to get paid based on the fishes. A fish dot species dot fish stats of cat. Or is it coins? It's probably cat coins. But I call it cat coins. And then same for here, and then over here will be where's the one for the dog? Here. Dog coins. At least as a basic thing. So we can test that quickly. I'm just gonna drive over here while dragging my thing. See if any fish can keep up with us. Just need one. That guy should go to us. Yeah. Okay, I've got one fish. A triangle fish is only worth 1, I think, though. So I should Grab another one. Okay, there we go. You'll do, pig. You'll do. Fish, rather. Okay. I go at 0. I get 3 from the 2 fish. Okay, I think that's correct. Okay, great. Well, if you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you guys the next time I get to do one of these streams. I don't know if I'll be able to do it tomorrow. Probably not. So with that, see you guys next time.